Okay, let's see. Okay. Hey, Sapphire, y'all gonna have to sit down. I'm getting ready. I'm going live. Hey, everybody. I want to send a special thanks to Llewellyn for the contribution to the channel. Uh, she keeps me eating, actually. So I appreciate you, Llewellyn. I want to make sure I say that right off the gate. I'm going to be talking about the collapse of the narcissist and what to expect. I have my moderator, Miss Troy, always one of my day ones, and Blinded by the Truth will be starting to moderate as well too now. Just in case one of them have prior engagements, they can. Yeah. Hey guys, this is Intuitive Anthony. That was a confirmation. Me and Llewellyn, we had to say a prayer because some of the spirit realms they like to bother people who are about God, doing God's work, and they like to play little games, and demonic entities like to cause confusion and frustration, and that's what they do. So we prayed together to remove those negative spirits or whatever, in the name of Yeshua. And that was a call to say that God does answer prayers. He does. And it's not like we ever had any doubt in our mind anyway, because like y'all, we believe. But this is about the collapse of the narcissist and what to expect. I know this firsthand, because not only do God get you away from the people who initially tried to destroy you, but you will learn lessons along the way throughout life that shows you this is exactly where they're going, and this is what they have to look forward to. So even in our dark times, we have to remember that their times are going to be far worse. I want to thank everybody for showing up. What's up, Turn? Tally? Blinded by the Truth, what's going on? Yeah, if you see somebody in here, just press their name in the chat, hold on to it, and you can remove them and boot them out. And just remind people of the PayPal and Cash App, and to like, comment, and subscribe. That's pretty much it. Yeah, guys, but if you can't hit the thumbs up, we're going to get into this, the collapse of the narcissist and what to expect. I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday weekend. I went and saw a friend and got to spend time with their family. And if you want to donate to the channel, guys, the Cash App is down below. It's $ Anthony Young 1978, all one word. And PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video, guys, because literally last week here, I was given some information about somebody who is a regular out here. Like, you see this person every day, and I didn't see them, and I asked somebody that works out here, what's going on with this person, and they proceeded to give me the information about what happened to the person. Nothing, traumatic or nothing, but that's going to come up in this video about what to expect or what to look for, and you will know when a narcissist is having a collapse. This one is a good one, y'all, because if you've been around narcissists who are getting up there in years, you're going to be able to see this and be able to spot somebody who may have looked like they were living a good life but had a wicked heart. You'll be able to see this, guys. If you want to donate to the channel, please do. The information's in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed you got full and ate and enjoyed your company. What's going on, Miss Troy? Kamala, Kimberly, what's going on? I appreciate y'all being here. This one right here is something I think y'all all have seen. Whether you was able to put the clues together, I'm gonna give y'all the inside tea on what's going on. Llewellyn, what's going on? And I got another confirmation right here. Yeah, but this is what you expect when I see a lot of people online say the aging narcissist, and that is a nice, more PC, more kumbaya, coexist kind of, so it doesn't upset anyone. I don't know if these people have actually been through the level of abuse that some of us have, and I am trying to clean up my language. But every now and then, sometimes you just got to say what you got to say. But I'm being mindful of that. But basically, the aging narcissist is headed for a collapse. They're getting ready to crash and burn. And rightfully so, because of all the wickedness that they have put out into the world. Chosen Ones, yes, like the one I said, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all being here. So we got to get back to doing the business of our Father. This is what it is. They call it the aging narcissist. That's a nice way of saying they collapsing. Because a house built on lies eventually is going to fall over. Because the lie does not have the strength to weather time. And they built their entire life. Yes. Oh, yeah, Miss Choi, Blinded by the Truth is a new moderator to help out in the process, because we're going to try to go and inform everybody in the world about this information. But basically, the aging narcissist is another way of saying a narcissistic collapse, because these narcissists have built their life on lies. They told lies about you. They told lies about me and everybody else, even their own kids, their mama, their daddy. There's nobody sacred. Hell, they'll even lie on God if they need to. I mean, how many of you know pastors out there that are wicked as hell? There was this one where they were inviting new pastors to come and preach. This man set up his own church, had no intention of praising God, just to collect the money. Just to collect the money from the raffle. And you could see him in the bed with all the money from the donations. And he just talk about what he gonna do. And he laughing like he balling like he just signed a contract. So the narcissistic collapse, they built their life on lies. So lies don't have the strength. Lies run sprints. Truth run marathons. So eventually that house of cards that they built with all of these lies. What's up, F. McKeon? What's going on? I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. What's going on? All fall in on themselves. These lies always fall in on themselves. And the person who dishes out the lies, this is how God knows the beginning from the end. God can already see within the narcissist DNA, they are set to self-destruct. They're going to self-destruct. It's just a matter of time of how long they will have before they self-destruct. But a lot of times, narcissists get away with this by smear campaigning, intimidation, harassing and nagging the piss out of you so that people just want to get away from it. But when the narcissist runs across the chosen one, that empath that said, nah, you're going to pay for what you did, they get to this point where they can't chase the empath off. They can't chase that chosen one off. So the first thing that happens is the same eyes and ears of the people in this world that the narcissist loves so much will begin to shift, because the chosen one is getting that information out there. And you know the narcissist hates the truth. They dwell in lies. So by continuously coming at them with the truth, they lies are like a boat with a bunch of holes in it. They can't keep that water out of the bottom of that boat, and they slowly start sinking. And since they only care about the people in this world and what the people think in this world, their whole world crashes in on them. At first, it's the adversarial relationship that they've been putting you under your entire life by lying on you and smearing you to everybody they can. They can't handle the same stress they put us through. And I'm pretty sure y'all know that. What's going on, Austin? I believe in sigmas. Yeah, there's many different levels, and it's usually on the path of people becoming enlightened. There are different stages in their development. I believe that absolutely. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up in the video. This is what it is. Those lies are holes in their ship. So once a chosen one refuses to back down and won't be intimidated and won't be smeared into keeping quiet so that the narcissist can keep feeding off of fresh victims, they have a problem. No, also the fact that they're getting older, they ain't as attractive, their arms are getting weaker, their body's getting weaker. They don't have the ability to hold that mask up to keep that ugly ass gargoyle face they have hidden from the public. So they start losing composure, flipping out, and their true nature starts to bleed through. It starts to come out more often. So they can't sit there and pretend to be a nice person in public while showing you the real vile entity that's underneath. Sometimes the lines get blurred, and people in the public start to see that something ain't right with this person, which gives more credibility to the truth that you as a chosen one are speaking. This is what happens to them once they start getting older, because the same things they built their life on are the same things that's going to be their undoing, guys. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe if you want to donate to the channel. I know some of y'all went shopping for Black Friday, for the holidays. But if you can, please do. Down below is Cash App and PayPal. Those are the best ways, but supers are available. Cash App, $ Anthony Young 1978, and PayPal at Intuitive Anthony 1978. They will be tormented because they spend their whole life tormenting you and everybody else, people that you don't even see around them no more, or see around the neighborhood no more. Maybe these people grew up and moved off and did their own thing. But there's a whole host of bodies and a whole host of people that they have burned in the past. So they get their jollies, they get their narcissistic supply on tormenting others. Tell me if that's not a demon. They get joy from misery. I can watch videos online of people reuniting after a long time away, a soldier coming home for war, and be full of love and happy for the people who are experiencing joy. These people do not experience joy unless they tormenting and creating misery for somebody else. That's how sick it is. And for a while, I had a hard time marrying treat people how you want to be treated to what I was seeing in front of me. It was causing a cognitive dissonance where you know this to be true, but all you seeing is this, and how can this and this coexist in the same place? It can't. And that's what causes a chosen one to get unsure of themselves. What's up, Brian? But once you make your peace with things, and as you further you go along this journey, you start realizing that it's not about what you want this person to be. You got to accept the fact that people are who they are. They are who they are no matter what. You can't change that. And the only thing you're doing is putting yourself in the lion's den by hanging around people who would stab you as soon as look at you. And once you make your peace with that, then comes the process of cutting everybody off. But because you're going to realize that it's not as difficult as it seems, because these people, you really don't deal with them anyway. And 9 times out of 10, in the past, if you've seen these people around you, you would immediately feel a sickening feeling in your stomach. Because anybody who's around them feels that trepidation, that sickness, because their energy is rotten. Those narcissist energy are rotten. So when they get older, let me show you how God already knows the beginning from the end. This is crazy, y'all. What's up, Robert? The same way they torment you and everybody else, they're going to keep doing that. But eventually, the same conniving, deceptive, evil, wicked mind that they use to torment others is going to turn in on them. Because like I said, narcissists, they all look for a white rabbit, which is the chosen one, that they can all team up to rally against. They always look for that. That's what they do. They look for that. But if a chosen one gets hip to the game and says, okay, these ain't nothing but dogs. You lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas, and they remove themselves, those narcissists will eat each other. They will eat each other because they're ravenous wolves. That's their nature. That's their nature. Like if they can't find a fresh rabbit to eat up on, they will eat each other. And see, this is the thing. As the narcissist gets older and that collapse is coming, the years pass on. They're not as pretty and as young as they used to be, so they can't lure in any fresh kills. So what do? They got to do? They got to feed off the carcass. And the chosen ones that have been there the longest and have endured their crap eventually say, you know what, I'm done. So what happens? The narcissists and the flying monkeys that are around them, that help them to you, have nobody else to focus their attention on. So what do? They eat each other. You know how, and a lot of people can attest to this because y'all been back home for the holidays. I don't have no family like that. Llewellyn, Miss Troy, and the people I talk to, Blinded by the Truth, those are the people I talk to. Tyreek, that's who I talk to. That's who I talk to. Those are my people. Family, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to go there and be like them, everybody pretending to be nice and waiting for one break in the conversation for them to all start talking about each other and eating on each other. That's what they do. That's the same thing they always do. So, the same mind they use in the clever ways they come up with trying to torture you and trigger you is going to happen to them. Now, mind you, these people are not stupid. They just stuck as a glitch program. They're a program that don't work correctly. They're a sim that keeps walking into the wall over and over and over again. They're glitchy programming. So they don't change their ways. But to them, they're the smartest thing in the world. They're the smartest thing in the world. But if they'd use that mind and that wisdom and that knowledge for good instead of evil, they could be having the world's success and still having possession of their soul. Because the amount of energy and effort it takes to constantly be in a scheming and manipulative mode, if put in the right direction, they could probably be one of the most successful people on this planet. But that's because they use their power for corruption. They were corrupted by their power, by what knowledge they had, by what beauty they had, and they used it in the wrong way. Now, don't that sound like somebody else that was thrown out of heaven? That's what it sounds like to me, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. This is what it is. These people get to the point where they start getting older in years, and they can't hold that mask up as much anymore. So you could, like, I even noticed this when Lamont was alive. And he had family members and stuff like this, where on their birthday you would do stuff nice for them for their birthday, flowers and this and that, just planning ahead. You couldn't even be around them because the misery, the negative energy was so thick that it wasn't even my birthday, it was their birthday, and I couldn't do nothing but think about getting the hell away from them. It's so thick that when I was in my house before Lamont passed away, the back room of the house was where I had my office set up, where I did my lives. I had to go past the narcissist room. Thank you, Robert, for the $5 super. I appreciate you very much, Robert. Thank you so much. Guys, if you want to donate, the information is in the description. Thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate that. I used to have to walk past the narcissist room to get to my back room where my office was to do my lives. It got to the point where I did not even want to go back to my office because the whole end of that house was dark. It was depressing. It was negative. And people may think that I'm being dramatic. I am seriously not being dramatic. The negativity is so thick. The house feels differently when they gone to a doctor's appointment or gone somewhere else. You feel like you can breathe, but there's always this cloud of gloom, like the Flintstone Kids cartoon, for those who are in my age group. Schlep Rock, he always had a black cloud hanging over his head. That's the way these people are. And the older they get, the more black that cloud gets. It starts off as a white, they're trying to pretend to be holy. Then it has a little touch of gray in it. That's when the mask starts to slip and they're young enough to pull it back up. But as they get old, them arms get weak, that muscle does not have as much mass anymore, so they can't hold that mask up. And the older they get, the darker that cloud over them gets. To the point it's pure negativity. I am not kidding you on this. But now that's why they always try to break up or discard somebody and have another person lined up, because they're constant cheaters. They cheat all the time. They cheat, lie, and steal. It's like breathing to them because they constantly got to have somebody else next to pick up the slack because they can't be alone with themselves. When normal people get older, they send their kids off into the world. The grandkids come by every once in a while. They can sit back, think about the years of their life, what they did, how they enjoyed their life, and be at peace with the choices they made, and be counted blessed that they were able to live the years they were able to live, do the things they were able to do. These narcissists are not like that. They will create confusion because they can't stand to be alone. Because when they're alone, the same demons in them that tormented us are now tormenting them. And they can't be alone because they know where they're going. That's why right now they always got to keep something going on. They always got to keep something stirred up. They always got to keep confusion out there. It's to take their mind away from the fate and the destiny in which they have to go. And they know that. But being around you, they can feel as a chosen one, you can give them happiness for a little while. But that happiness will turn into envy, which will make them want to attack you, because the more they're around you, they know you got a reason to be happy because you know where you're going in the end. And they know where they're going. So now they hate you even more because you are going to have a blessed eternal existence and they are going to be tormented forever. but that's not enough to make them stop tormenting others. Because see, in this, the devil catches people, the enemy catches people when they're young, dumb, and full of, when they're too dumb, they think they know everything. When their pride and their ego is at its all-time high, just like he is. He catches them at that point so that they make a choice. Well, if God truly loved you, he wouldn't let you go through this relationship or go through this situation or let your mama or your grandmama treat you like that, right? Then you make a decision early on in your life that you do not have enough information to make a decision like that. But when you make that decision, there you forsake your entire life and your entire eternal life. Your eternal existence. People who made a devil deal in Hollywood at 20 years old, when they get older and Hollywood ain't knocking at their door no more, what do? They run over to TBN or one of them networks and start trying to do Kirk Cameron church style stuff, trying to find their way back to God. But that's one of them deals where that's kind of buyer beware. Because now the devil has legal rights to their soul because they made that deal. Moses never even made a deal with the devil, but because he actually caused the death of someone, the devil tried to come and get the body from Michael and dispute God that Moses belonged to him. So you think these people who, no matter how many Christian documentaries you do, you enjoyed the success of Hollywood and all the trappings of it when you were high in the game, but now that people ain't calling you and asking you to do work no more, now you want to run to God? God will not be treated like a second option, like a last resort. And that's what they're doing, which means their love is not genuine, no matter how much we want to believe it. And as chosen ones, we are now getting to that place where we have to take off the rose-colored glasses and admit it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget, if you want to contribute to the channel, thank you again, Robert. Supers are available. Cash App is $ Anthony Young 1978. That's ANTHONY. PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. Don't forget to share this video because people out here need this, guys. It got to be so bad that there was a constant negative feeling anywhere tied to this person. The narcissist that was in the house. I didn't even want to go on that end of the house to do the work that I love doing, which is waking people up so that they don't go through what I went through. What's going on, Bat? I appreciate you being here. My eyes kind of bad. You know, I'm getting older. But I appreciate you being here. I didn't even want to pass that room just to get to my other half of my house to do my stuff because there was such a negative feeling in there. As they get older, they can hide it sometimes. But the only time I seen this person light up during the whole time they were in my house was when they were calling the nurse or calling the paramedics or creating some kind of confusion so that everybody would come and coddle them and make them feel important. Anytime the house was quiet and say I was in the kitchen cooking dinner, Lamont was in the living room watching TV, and it was just one of those days where the puppies was chilling, it was nice, they would sit there and stare off into space like a zombie because the demons were tormenting their asses because they were not up creating confusion and hell for somebody else. The Bible even talks about it. These people can't rest until they do wickedness. The demon ain't gonna let them rest. But that demon is a friend, right? They made this decision way on in their life, and they made a decision about they did not have all the information. But puffed up with pride, they made a choice that is going to affect their eternity of their soul. And they mad at you because you wasn't stupid enough to fall for that. We have our hard times, but we may catch hell here now, but we know we got paradise waiting for us. They catching hell here now, creating hell, and then they're going to go in the hell. Now tell me if that makes sense. They shouldn't have made that decision before they had all the information, but they know everything. They're the smartest, dumb people you will ever meet. They really are. Being around this person is uncomfortable as hell all the time. And I cannot really stress that to y'all enough. Have you ever been around somebody where you've been in church? Check it out. Church. where they talking about the Lord, but you could tell there's one deacon or one usher member who just got pure evil on their face. And every time you even near that person, you just get a chill up your spine because they're that dark. That's what this is. That's what this is. But as they get older, they have this catatonic look on their face. I used to walk by this room when I was going back there to either do videos or editing or writing up talking points. I was always constantly doing my Father's work because I lived through this. So God is talking to me all the time. So I keep this notepad with me. I've had this notepad for about a month and a half, and I've already went through half of it. So I'm always in the spirit. I would walk past this room, and when somebody's quiet for too long, it's like kids. When kids are playing and then it gets quiet for too long, you have to go check on them because you don't know what kind of foolishness they're getting into. I go look, and this is how the person was. Catatonic, staring off into space. And I'm like, are you okay? They look like the Walking Dead. I am not kidding you. Yes, guys, please remember to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that so much. They would sit there and look like the Walking Dead because they're not young enough to get back and forth as they please. But this deal that they made, they can't beg for forgiveness because they never wrong. So the only way they can be saved is they have to admit that they don't have all the answers. But herein lies the devil deal. You will never feel that way. You will never be able to say that because your soul belongs to him. And if you could repent, God could save you, but they are not programmed to do that. It's a catch-22. See what I'm talking about? So it's something that they walk themselves into, and then they want to get mad and take it out on everybody else who had the foresight to know that just because I don't know what's going on here, who am I to say I know more than God? They never did that. And that same arrogance and pride is going to lead them right into the lake of fire. That's what it's going to do. And then there's going to be 10,000 people at their funeral acting like they were Mother Teresa when they going straight to hell. Because if the world loves you, the world loves its own. So if you see somebody with one of them big funerals and stuff like that, the world loves its own. You ever heard about a lot of good people that they didn't even know was dead? And you don't see any, you don't hear anything. It ain't no big fanfare, nothing going on like that. Because the world never loved them because they were not of the world. They were just in the world. These people are of the world. That's why when they pass away, the whole world turns out. Because the world's going to miss another one like that. What's going on, D-Boy? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on? Happy holidays. This person was sitting in the room, staring at the wall. And I walked by there because it was too quiet. And I just want to make sure because they was getting up there in years. And who knows, this person might have been back there trying to get attention from medical nurses and providers and be back there about to do something to kill their damn self. And I'm not having nobody in my house like that. So I go check on them, and she would turn around, and she was like the Walking Dead. That's because them demons were tormenting that damn mind. That same evil ass mind that they used to torment others out of the sheer joy of it. The sheer joy of it is now tormenting them. Like I said, if the narcissist ain't got a chosen one there that they could talk about and backbite and smear to everybody else, and the chosen one said, you know what, I'm not going back for holidays, I'm not going back for Thanksgiving, I don't want to see these people, I don't want to know these people. Them damn wolves, them narcissists will turn around and eat each other. And right now they on the phone talking to each other about who was at this Thanksgiving house and who was at this house, and they all still talking about each other right now. I guarantee you. And if I'm wrong, somebody tell me I'm wrong. I would love the criticism. But that's the thing. Narcissists can't even take no criticism because they know everything about everything. And then when they're around you, you remind them that they don't know everything. And then they have to realize that when as happy as you are right now, when you leave this earth, you're going to be even happier. And they know that right now, they're miserable. And when they leave this world, they're going to be even more miserable. That's why they hate you. That's why. That's why. You are a constant reminder of where the hell they ain't going and what they are not. And instead of them working on themselves, because they can't do that. Because if they was going to work on themselves, they would have to admit they were wrong. They're not built that way. It's a catch-22. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But the devil deal always has something. You got to read the fine print. It's always like that. What's up, Natasha? What's going on? Appreciate you being here. What's up, D-Boy? I appreciate you too being here. That's what it is. That's what it is, guys. If you just coming in, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up on the videos, guys. It sends it up in the algorithm and lets YouTube know to recommend it to other people. I really, really appreciate that. And if you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App information is $Anthony Young 1978. It's in the description. And PayPal at Intuitive 1978. And their supers available. And thank you again, Robert, for the donation to the channel. But see, that's the thing of it is they need you, because the narcissist is attracted to you like a moth to a flame, because you have that happiness they will never have. But if they're around you for too long, that happiness comes into envy. And then that envy becomes rage, because they know that you're happy here and you're going to be even more happier when you leave this world. Then what they think about is that they're miserable here. They're getting older. And as they get older, they know they're going to go to complete misery for all times, which makes them hate you, because you're enjoying the happiness that they will never have. And the only person they should be mad at is themselves for making that deal to start with. But they mad at you because you didn't make the same deal and ruin your eternal existence like they did. But if you hear them tell it, they smart, right? So how in the hell you going to be mad at me or one of y'all for some shit they did to themselves? That's why they can't heal. That's like muddy. That's like muddy. That's why they say don't even engage with a narcissist, because it's like wearing a nice new wedding dress and going to play in the mud with pigs. Leave them where they at. If they ain't got all the answers, then they should have prepared for this, right? I mean, how stupid can you be to think that turning your back on God, it was going to go any way but sideways? That's how it is, though. But they become in this catatonic state where they're sitting there, like the person I was talking about last week, that they made this person move because their person was always here at the hotel. They made a move because they had soiled themselves, like shit all over themselves, basically pooped all over themselves, and refused to clean themselves. Was given the opportunity and everything to clean themselves up and would not do it. Because there's no value. They have no value. They don't care about themselves. And this person is older, so they can't draw in any new people. So they can't do it for the fact of feeding on someone else later. They just want to sit in their own filth. To the point where they had the whole parking area full of flies and they had to make this person leave, because they refuse to clean themselves. This is how deep this goes, y'all. It gets crazy. So, viewer discretion is advised, but, real recognize real, and this is as real as it gets, though. They will keep themselves, as they get older, they're going to keep themselves in medical situations. This person, this narcissist that was going through the collapse, would intentionally cut themselves, do stuff, intentionally try to fall to hurt themselves. They know they're supposed to eat this, so they won't eat. They'll do everything to put themselves at a disadvantage so that they can constantly have the paramedics coming, nurses coming, and then everybody's like, are you taking care? Are you taking your medicine? Are you eating? Are you doing this and doing that? And they got all these people doting on them, which gives them self-value. That's giving them validation. And then when these people would leave, I'm taking care of the business of the house, but I am not in the business of building up your self-esteem. My life is not in servitude of that person. They got to be able to pick themselves up and keep themselves going. So they would do some more shit just to get more people out there to coddle them. Now this is becoming a circus. Now this is becoming some circus folk shit. Some no, we're not doing this. So I was already getting to my feel with this. Now, can you imagine being the child of a narcissist and they getting older, and you help this person torment other people? You a flying monkey, so you just as much narcissist as they are, because you can watch this person do evil, be okay with it, and now this person is in such a raw and messed up state that they don't even care about cleaning themselves. Now you're left to do it. And all that is showing them exactly what future they got waiting for them too. Yeah, that's how deep this goes. This is how deep this goes, which is why they mad at everybody else. They mad at everybody else because they put themselves in the quicksand and mad that people will not forsake their whole entire life to pull them out of the quicksand they put themselves in. And then they get mad at you for even bothering to help them. How does that work? You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So a lot of people say, you know what, I'm not dealing with this, which is going to explain a few things up. But they put themselves in situations where they constantly may need medical attention. It's not for the medical attention, it's for the attention that the nurses and the healthcare people provide them. They can feel like Queen Sheba for just a moment. And then when they come back and everything's settled down, it's too quiet. Then those demons start tormenting that ass again. And what happened? Now they done slipped and broke their hip. They done did this. You know, this person messaged me on Facebook Messenger, because be careful, when you block somebody on Facebook Messenger, somehow lets their messages still come through, so you got to block them on there. Awaken, what's going on? Appreciate you being here. Sent me a picture, a video that she had got her toes cut off. And she was so happy to get her toes cut off because she was able to squeeze more narcissistic supply out of the nurse, the doctors, and the practitioners. So when it gets too quiet, the demons start tormenting them. So they create some confusion so that they can have a chance to say some sideways shit to a nurse or an orderly or this or that, just to keep the pot stirred up, because they constantly got to keep creating misery wherever they go. She couldn't even sleep at night because the demons weren't going to let her sleep because she had not tormented enough people. The demons say, you ain't going to sleep. You need to get up and cause some problems. That's how deep this goes, y'all. They work, and as they get older, they work overtime at causing drama. Stuff that don't even need to be said. This person got Facebook and all that situated for him. Me and Lamont got Facebook and all that situated. Go contact one of their relatives from a long time ago. The whole family cut them completely off. Go get in contact with some family member on Facebook talking about said something on Facebook. I don't even know what it was. You know what that family member said after not talking to them for what, a decade, maybe two? Oh, don't come here with starting that shit again. That's what they said. That's what the family member said after not communicating with them for over maybe 2 decades. Oh, no, you don't. Don't come here starting that shit again. That's what it is. Now tell me that ain't fucked up. That's all they got to look forward to. That's it. And then unfortunately when Lamont passed, that was the only child. So now that becomes the problem of the government, of the nursing homes, the hospitals, and the medical providers. And I'm going to tell you how all of this is going to play out. Everybody gets fed up with this. So people start abandoning them. People ain't calling as much. People ain't coming by as much. To the point where they go into the nursing home. Nobody comes to visit or see them. They're so vile, mean, nasty, and vengeful because there's no need for them to put the mask on, because they're not luring anybody else in, because they're not young, attractive. They own their way to the grave, so they're constantly bitter. They can't sleep because the demon won't let them sleep, because they had a deal to torment and create misery. And since they can't do that because they're bedridden, the demon ain't going to let them sleep. So now they tormenting the medical providers, the healthcare workers, the people in the ambulance, or whatever the case may be, to the point where the people don't even want to go in there and give them their medication at night. They not sleeping. All they're doing is causing drama, screaming and yelling, disrupting the other people, to the point where now the nurses don't even go in there and rotate them in the bed. So now they're getting bed sores and all kind of other problems. This is what they got to look forward to. Because if they're not doing it to somebody else, and as they get older, they're not going to have the physical prowess to be able to go out there and do this. And everybody they had in their life, they done burned and done left them. All of that stuff they cast everybody else comes back on them 100-fold before they leave this earth. And then once they leave this earth, they're going into an eternal hell. All because they were proud enough to think they knew better than God. Tell me if that ain't something. So we may be catching hell now because in everybody's life a little rain must fall. But it's not like that all the time with us. And once we realize who the players are and we cut them off, they get mad as hell because they can't inflict any more hurt into your life. And they ain't getting no younger, so they know what's waiting for them. But see, this is the thing, guys. Eventually, that mind that they use to manipulate everybody and torment people comes back to them. Which means these are the ones that develop dementia and Alzheimer's. You ever heard, it's a commercial that they have on TV now where a lady is trying to take care of her mother. And her mother be wandering off somewhere and she'll try to grab her mom by the shoulders and lead her this way. And she's jerking off of her and cursing and carrying on and stuff like that. Thank you, Adele. Thank you so much for the contribution to the channel. You seen that commercial on TV where the lady woman, it's like a mixed girl, and she's walking with her mother. She's trying to lead her mother, and her mother's snatching off of her, cursing and yelling and acting crazy. The demons are tormenting them. The same mind that they use 24/7 to create wickedness in other people's lives turns around and eats them in the end. That's why I say, when you don't show up to these people and don't, just because it's a family holiday, if they ain't treating you like family, I'm not going to be around them. I'm not going to sit at the table, everybody at the table being all fake and plastic, trying to pretend like we like each other. We know good and well 20 minutes from now, somebody going to start drinking and another problem going to pop out. And then you're going to ask yourself, why in the hell did I come back here again this year? And then turn around and do it again next year. Chosen ones are at this point right now where if it don't work, it just don't damn work. And they ain't gonna say that you think you better than them, but in this situation, it's kind of true. We want the best out of life. We want the best things of life. I don't like being around miserable people. I don't enjoy arguing with people. They enjoy that. They enjoy that. That's why I got the legal degree, but I didn't become a lawyer. Because I don't want to sit there and be people relying on my credibility, and I know I'm defending somebody who's a murderer or a child molester or a rapist or some shit like that. I'm not doing that. Ain't no money worth that. But a lot of these major professions put you in a conflict between you and God. Narcissists do really well in these arenas because they have no connection with God. Which is why chosen ones have a lot of time job after job after job after job. That's why they snatched the Social Security age up, because 9 times out of 10, chosen ones have to move from place to place and do job to job to job because we will not compromise our soul. And eventually that wreaks havoc on the human body. Narcissists live to be ripe old age because they're going to fight every day of their damn life down here, and then they're going to go into the grave and into hell where they're going to have to fight and fight and fight. But they love that shit. They love it. That's why down here on earth, up is down and down is up. That's the way it is. So we got to remember not to be envious of these people, because they're going to put on a good face. They're going to take that face and beat it back full of makeup, trying to look like they're young, taking pictures with filters that you can't even see their face, that they just look all with one of them Golden Girls filters. So they're giving you an outline image of what they look like the way Lady Gaga was when she first came out. Nobody get a straight look at nothing. But when you look at them in person, it's like, am I being catfished? Because they're trying to give the appearance of youth and beauty, because they know that as they get older, they can't lure them in like that no more. And the fact that you can grow old gracefully and with dignity and with class, they hate that for you. Why you sitting there looking all old? I ain't looking old. There's nothing wrong with looking your age. You know what's sad? A 90-year-old woman out there with purple hair, still trying to make it clap. Somebody, yeah, I think your hip just fell out. See, that's the stupidness. You know what I'm saying? That's the stupidness. But they think that that's cute. That's nothing to me that says sad like that. You've been on this earth all these years and you ain't found you yet. You don't know you yet. This is what it is, guys. I have some more points that I'll talk about later, guys, but it's almost been an hour. I appreciate y'all time. I want y'all to get back in there and finish eating them leftovers. Eating your leftovers, your ham and your turkey, and sitting back and enjoying this time, y'all, because Monday comes right around the corner really, really soon. Thank you, Blinded by Truth. Thank you, Miss Choi. Thank y'all for being there. Llewellyn, I want to appreciate you. Debo, thank you. To those who contributed to the channel, Adele, thank you so much. Robert, I appreciate you too for the super. I appreciate everybody for being here and taking time. F. McKeon, I appreciate you. Kimberly, I appreciate y'all for taking the time to come out here. But I will be Tuesday at 6 o'clock. I will be here Tuesday at 6 o'clock, guys. I opened up the TikTok. It's Intuitive Anthony 2 on TikTok. I opened up my channel because I had to block it for a while because I had a lot of narcissistic trolls in my family, all doing what they doing, gang stalking. But now that we're moving into this season now it's time for everybody to get what they got. So my Intuitive Anthony 2 on TikTok is open and available. So I do a lot of shorts on there and YouTube. But guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully y'all can make it on Tuesday at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But remember, guys, if you like it, I love it. But these narcs out here, cold-blooded, guys. Y'all have a good night. Stay warm and stay safe, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.